What's going on, people? This is Tasherre Risay, and I was actually sitting here mastering some old beats, and I said, you know what, it'd be kind of cool to cut the camera on and show you guys exactly what's going on. And I wouldn't necessarily call this mastering. I guess it is mastering, but I'll more call it touching up, simply because I really don't know how to master. I've watched videos, I've read on it, but I would never consider myself a mastering person. But anyhow, I'm actually using SoundForge Audio Studio. This is kind of the scaled down version, but it's still really effective. I got it with my video program that I use, and this was really sweet. But I like to use it because it's really quick and easy. Let me drop a track in here. This is a track called "It's Been a Minute." It actually ended up on my debut album, Enavisions. Check it out real quick. All right, so SoundForge Audio Studio setup pretty simple. You know, you can drag or you can import, come from CD, however, extract from CD, or you can open up a file. I actually like to just drag it in and just drop it in there. That's really simple as well. But you got all your WAV file right here. You can see everything. You can, zoom to a specific part or zoom out to see the entire track. You actually have your not waveform, meters over here, and you can actually see the volume. And as you see, it's actually almost at the top, almost to the zero, and that's not necessarily good. It's good to be loud, but loud doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be good. It's that simple. Well, from everything that I've read and seen in videos, I know for a fact -3 is actually pretty cool. I think they want you to be at -6, but at -3 seems to be the standard right about now. So we're actually a little old for that. All right. So what I'm going to do is go up here to my FX favorites and open up TRex. This is by far my favorite mastering program. And as you can see, let me cancel that out. As you can see, I actually have a few in there, but this is my favorite. It's quick, easy. I got the isotope ozone as well, but the TRex seems to be a lot easier to use for me. A lot of people will agree with that. Some won't, and I understand. A lot easier to use, and I think it sounds a little bit better than ozone. And maybe I just don't know how to get my stuff done in ozone. Anyhow, you can go up here and click to load a preset in. I have the deluxe version, so I have the deluxe and I have the standard. The standard is all the old school. If you used to have the old version of TRex, which I did, but I actually have the latest with the deluxe. So I'll go up here to mastering number 2. That's my favorite preset. I love how it sounds. Now that I put the plug-in on there, check it out. So you can see it's really booming now. Now there's actually, to this particular preset, there's 4 different parts. There's your lin phase EQ we're looking at right now, the opto compressor. There's another vintage equalizer in there, which I think that mimics the Manley or something like that. And the very last thing is a brick wall limiter, which is really sweet. I always go all the way down to the brick wall limiter and check my volume, and I can adjust it there. So like I said before, we want to be around -3. So let's get it there. There we go, right there at -3. Not bad at all. But what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna go down like another half a decibel, and I'll let you know why later. Cool, that works for me. All right, so now this is where I say I'm not necessarily mastering. I'm going to be touching it up. I'm going to go back to the lin phase EQ, and while I play it, I'm going to actually just tweak a few things. And just, these are old beats, as I've said. This particular one I made in 2003, and I just want to touch it up a little bit, make it sound really sweet. I use the preset, and I just want to tweak it just a little bit to make it sound a little bit better than what it already sounds, because it sounds great. But I want to tweak it just a little bit more. So I'm going to play it real quick, and you can just watch me go through the different EQs and just make it sound a little bit sweeter. Check it out. That's cool right there. There's a nice amount of bass in this thing already. And I want to bring that clap out just a little bit more. So I'm going to go here, cut that on, boost the number 4. Kind of like that. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. And that's just a little tweaking. That's nothing crazy and intricate. Just a little tweaking, because I just want to make it sound good for when you guys get the release on December the 15th, my birthday. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing, is just bringing stuff in. Some of this I have to take it down. Some of it I have to bring up, tweak a little bit, make it sound a little bit sweeter, because I knew nothing about EQing and mixing, and I definitely wasn't using plugins back then. This was straight out the MPC, right into my computer when I was recording with Cool Edit, just straight stereo track, as you can see. And like I said, I love TRex. It's very easy to use. It's very simple. So now that I set up everything the way I want it, I'm going to go ahead and hit OK, and it's going to process it. Takes a little while right down here. But yeah, December the 15th, some old beats. And for anybody else who's watching this after December the 15th, you can go to my website and download it. I guess this will also be somewhat of a tutorial for playing with plugins as well. Playingwithplugins.com. That is my website. That will be up in January. Plugin reviews, and this is somewhat of a plugin review. Of course, I'll do a more detailed when the time comes. But this is basically how I've been boosting everything and getting everything to sound good. And as you can see, it actually took the waveforms down. It doesn't it doesn't appear to be as loud, but it's still the volume that we set it. Look over here, it's still hitting at 3.5 negative. Cool. And the last thing, remember when I said you want to be around 3, but I actually took it down a 0.5 decibel? This is why. Because when I go here to go save as, I'm going to save this as 2. I'm going to do this 2003-7 and hit save. And it's going to process it. When you actually save, it actually builds the peaks and adds on like another 0.5 decibel to a decibel worth of volume. And as you can see right now, it puts this right around 3. So there it is. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Tasherre Risay, playingwithplugins.com, coming up in January. TasherreTheEnergetic.com, my music and blog site and everything that I do is on there. But once again, just a very basic thing. I'm never going to say this is a mastering tutorial, not at all. This is for people who, like myself, have 2-track beats and just want to boost them up, make them sound pretty, because eventually you're going to pass it off to somebody else and they're going to do the real mastering. So here we go. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Any questions, please feel free to ask me, and I will do my best to answer them. And cool. I will see you next time.